Okay, so just a quick little disclaimer. I tried to make this Drivecast finale for little months and just couldn't figure out the way to end it. As a result of that, you guys are going to hear like the background noise getting louder and quieter. That's just me jumping from recording to recording just to get my point across. Anyways, back to the show. Hello everybody, welcome to the Chessbait Drivecast, the one-stop shop for kind of controversial topics and kind of controversial opinions. This is probably like the 10th time that I'm recording this. None of them are going to end up making it on air, are they? But for some reason, I feel like recording myself every time I want to make a Season 3 finale. If you guys couldn't tell, I don't know how to end Season 3 of the Chessbait Drivecast. It's been sitting here for years, and I just don't want to end it, because then I'd have to start Season 4, and I don't have topics ready for Season 4. Gosh. Yes, I'm finally in a car. Yes, I'm finally actually driving and doing a Drivecast. No, I'm not doing this live on my own channel. Why? That's just because I got back from work, and I'm uber tired. I do want to go to sleep, like right now. However, I kind of just feel like driving around and talking to whatever imaginary friend I'm supposed to be talking to. There's so many things I want to talk about that I've already talked about in previous recordings, that's like, what's the point of talking about this again? But it's like, I feel like I can be more articulate every, new recording, even though I end up just rambling on about the same thing over and over again, which is already a thing I've mentioned over and over and over again. But enough dilly-dallying, let's get straight into the, discussions. Yes, I am on the road, I'm driving back home, one of the many times that I'm going to be doing it over the current summer. Depending on whether I got stuff quickly enough or not, I'm probably putting this out either the week before or the week after the Comment 1v1. Most likely after, because I'm very close to finishing the Comment 1v1 as I am speaking. But that's besides the point. The important part is that I just really do not like making the Drivecast on this channel specifically. I love, I'm just going to rip the Band-Aid off. I'm going to bring the Drivecast back to the C-Shot channel. It's not because that the Drivecasts don't do well. I mean, heck, the Creepy Produce video for the longest time was my most viewed video until a bunch of other stuff beat it out, obviously. But the important part is that I just don't think that the Drivecast has a home here. I obviously enjoy making it, but considering that there's a whole new podcast setting for YouTube, I'm just gonna, make the Drivecast a thing that happens on the C-Shot channel, just so I have something on there. Most of whatever's on there recently has just been, a mix of Pokemon Uranium, some Mars Sunshine, and all my Twitch VODs, which, let's be real, they're Twitch VODs. Nobody's gonna actually watch those. I just leave them on the backgrounds for the free avenue for my laptop, which, yes, technically I am spending more money on electricity than I am actually getting any money back from the ad revenue. But, it keeps the view counts up. Having something on that channel is important. Anyways, I just want to talk about how, I don't know, the Chessbait Drivecast has been a really weird journey for me. I don't know, I started this whole thing because over the pandemic, I didn't really know what to do, and I just kind of felt like, hey, if I wanted to talk about whatever the fuck I wanted to talk about, then that's pretty cool. During the pandemic, this is a pandemic idea, guys. That's how far back the Drivecast goes. This is Chessbait Drivecast Origins. Please don't actually name it that. Feature me the video, the name of the video, because that would be really, no, do it. Just name it that. There's no better title for this stupid Drivecast. It's just me talking to myself about whatever the hell I wanted to talk about, and you guys are gonna end up listening in on some of the behind-the-scenes details. Season 1, I had no idea what I was doing. I just said, hey, I'll make a Drivecast. Fuck. I'll make a podcast series. Each episode will be like 10 minutes long, and the whole point is that, oh, look, if you want to listen to something on your way to work or in between classes, if you have 10 minutes, bam, 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 a little podcast right there. And it's kind of evolved into something completely foreign, because something completely new from what it originally was, because we started bringing in guests, we started talking about different topics, I think Johannes was probably the first ever guest I had. We had the likes of Blue Yoshi, Epic Crossover. I did try to bring Wolfpack into one of these. I ended up I ended up just not using that one, just because, first of all, by now, that Drivecast is extremely outdated, but also, I don't know. It wasn't really a topic that I enjoyed all too much, so I thought editing this was just going to be a chore. And that's another thing about the Drivecasts. I have a ton of them backed up. I kid you not. If you guys in the comments genuinely like flood it with make a Patreon, we will pay you $1 a month just to listen to whatever ramblings I didn't end up uploading. I will properly edit them and put them on some probably put it on Patreon for you guys to enjoy, because I genuinely do have that many recordings backlogged. There were a bunch that I had ready for season 3 that I never used because they weren't topical or they didn't feel right when I started to talk about them. Stuff like this happens all the time. You have to kind of play it by ear, and you have to let it naturally play out. That's really the important part. I can't just pump out a Drivecast just because I feel like it. It has to be something reasonable. For example, the Mario movie. Sure, it's a recent topic, and I hate talking about recent topics in the Drivecast for the most part. But the Mario movie was a cultural event. It's, everybody listening to this is a Nintendo fan. It's a Mario fan through and throughout. Most of you guys here are probably here because of my Mario Kart stuff. I hope you guys aren't here because of, Gartic Phone 2 Electric Boogaloo. I mean, I am proud of making that video, but I'm just saying, the important part is that, we're all here because I enjoy Mario Kart. I play 200cc a lot, as you guys can clearly tell. I make a lot of YouTube shorts based off those same things. I like to play Peppa Pig Mogi, Mogi Lounge, Worldwides, sometimes Time Trial, trying to get number 2 on DK Mountain 200cc, because I know I can't beat Geek Alex, ever. All of that stuff. You guys enjoy it. And if you don't, you enjoy parts of it. That's all that really matters. And the important part, before I get sidetracked, is that I'm recording the Mario movie because one of my friends hasn't watched it. I was gonna watch it with a different friend of mine, but they weren't available at the time, so I decided, hey, I'll just call up this other friend of mine. He's done a Drivecast before. He knows the dealio, and we'll just get straight into the topic. He knows what the deal is. We just talk about the Mario movie for 30 minutes as he's driving me home, and bada bing, bada boom, that's a Drivecast right there. And you guys all enjoyed it. That's the important part. I gave my genuine criticisms of the movie. All in all, as much as I enjoy doing this, there has to be a certain point where I have to realize that it's just not doing well. I had the same realization with MSS, which is why I'm sorry, Epic, if you're listening in on this. You probably aren't, but hey, if you are, then good on you. But sometimes it's better to do a focus on a thing that you enjoy and can get something out of, instead of something that you might enjoy but can't get anything out of. Mario Kart, I love doing it. I will continue doing it until I either am forced to quit just because of extenuating circumstances, or someone puts a gun to my head. I don't freaking know. I love doing it, and I will continue doing it. However, on the other hand, I'm trying to think of an example. MSS or the Drivecasts, I love doing, but you have to realize that, I'm sorry, there comes to there's a limit to how much I can do something before I realize that I have to stop. And for the Drivecasts, I've been doing this for, 2 years now? Officially it's on and off, but I've been doing it for probably a year and a half straight, consistently. Okay, maybe consistently is not the right word, but I have been doing it for 1.5 years. We had 3 seasons. This is the season 3 finale, as you guys can obviously tell. I love doing these because it was so easy to make. I just put some video game footage in the background. I sometimes might put music in there, and it's just me rambling on about whatever the heck I want to talk about. And here's the thing, I start to realize maybe this series is better it's just better suited for the Chessbait and C-Shot channel. First of all, I can actually monetize it there, which is a big help. But also importantly, I don't have the extra pressure of, if this is a bad video, or if doing a podcast on my main channel tanks my channel, that kind of sucks. That's basically one giant road bump, speed bump in what I'm trying to cultivate. I'm recording this during the week and a half that I
am basically waiting to see how many times I have to do Desert Bus, just for reference. And it was such a great idea. Sure, I'm going to end up regretting it extremely soon, but the good news is, I'm doing it. So who cares? The good news is, it's helping the channel. Making YouTube Shorts is helping the channel. Uploading a consistent series in 200 Lounge is helping. Doing whatever the heck I want with the 4 Jackasses, with 1v1s. All of these things I enjoy doing, but I can also get something out of it. Sure, I'm not getting paid now, but, you know, I'm getting my name out there, and that's the important part. Okay, so, sorry, I had to fill up on gas first of all, but, my point is, managing 3 channels is hard. Having to juggle content for all 3 of them, where I'm basically averaging 1 video per week for each, it's impossible. I'm a one-man team. What do you expect me to do? And the Drivecast was one of the easiest things I could have possibly done, but I know that it's basically going to stunt growth on my main channel, so that's why I made the decision to move it to the C-Shot channel. It already has a decent audience. Obviously, I'm going to have to explain the whole situation in the start of Season 4 on why a whole chunk of the Drivecast was just moved to another channel. But, you know, executive decisions like this sometimes have to be made. We have to compromise. We have to be willing to do what it takes to get stuff done. And I'm fine making those decisions. The Cheesebait channel is starting to gradually grow at a pace that I'm really proud of. The C-Shot channel is consistently getting views, and Mario Sunshine and being back with Pokemon Uranium. I'm glad that I'm able to get all this stuff done, and I'm proud of the stuff that I've achieved. I'm happy with what I was able to accomplish with my Playground channel with MSS, and I have high hopes. I'm trying to start up the 1v1 series again because I'm finally getting around to editing the Command 1v1, and I'm sorry Wolfpack, I don't think we're ever going to finish that CT 1v1, especially since you are literally an entire tier above me when it comes to CTs. It's just not even fair. At least with Cowman, he is better than me, I'll give him that, but at the end of the day, we're still in the same tier. When you like rank skill level for players, we are still in the same tier at the end of the day. And the important part is that when I do these 1v1s, usually I want people who are on my skill level, unless if it's just friends that want a 1v1. You know, Blue Yoshi, he's a friend. He wanted to 1v1 just because I'm like, hey, if you want to do it, you can do it. If you don't, then you don't. Epic was the same. Epic for some reason always wants to 1v1 me, even though, you know, I tell him, if I do it, it has to be like fully recorded and fully edited, because I don't just do 1v1s for the sake of 1v1s. I want to be able to edit and finish them. That's the reason why the Command 1v1, I'm giving so much, I gave it so much thought into how I was going to edit it, because I want to make it look good. I want to make sure it has the sufficient amount of, maybe not drama, but, you know, the sufficient amount of action, the sufficient amount of editing. I want to make it look good because it was a very fun 1v1. Sure, I'm not going to say whether I won or lost. That would actually be a huge spoiler. But, you know, if you guys haven't watched it, go watch it. I spent a lot of time on it because those are the type of videos I want to be making a lot more often. The Command 1v1 and the Gartic phone videos that I edited basically just showed me, oh, I'm slowly learning how to use DaVinci. I can really start to edit a lot of videos and be relatively good with them. And I don't want to squander this, maybe not potential, but, you know, the skills that I've gained through this. I don't want to just slap some video game footage in the back. Okay, I do want to do that, but I don't want to slap some random video game footage in the background and just call it a day. I'm not, you know, at the end of the day, I'm not moist critical. I'm not someone who could give genuine, maybe not advice, but just genuine criticism to certain events that happen. I mean, he's an OG, so that doesn't really count. And by OG, I mean literally OG YouTuber. But I'm not someone like Some Ordinary Gamers. I'm not what is it, Optimus? I haven't watched him in literal years. But I'm not those type of commentary channels. The Drivecast is not meant for commentary. It's, okay. It's not meant for recent commentary. I'm not trying to go out and react to all the things that are happening in the world. I mean, If I wanted to do that, I would have talked about the Amber Heard case 24/7. Like, let's be real. There's a lot better things I could be doing that could get me a lot bigger, a lot faster. But this is the stuff that I enjoy. This is the stuff that I'm passionate about. And, you know, I'm just glad that you guys are equally passionate about my passion. That is a very convoluted way to say that, but it doesn't matter. I'm enjoying what I'm doing here, and I will continue to do what I do in the way that I want to do it. And for that reason, I have to, you know, be able to make way for certain shows like this. The Drivecast is really just a relic of me wanting to work, talk about something while I'm going to work, because I'm bored. I don't want to play a YouTube video in the background while I'm doing that kind of shit. There's a reason to everything. And ultimately, this is a very low, maybe not low level, low quality, no, low effort, that's the phrase. It's a very low effort edit. I just have to slap whatever footage I want in the background of whatever game I've been playing, which, yes, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it gives me a chance to play games that I haven't been able to touch for in a good while, and continue working on things that I want to continue working on. I mean, heck, I haven't even finished the solo, the single player campaign mode, quote unquote, of Mario Maker, which is literally just a showcase of, hey, these are the cool things you can do with levels to, you know, make them look fancy. That's really all it is. I don't know what else to say about that. There's plenty of other games that I wanted to start on. I haven't touched Pokemon Arceus in months. I haven't even opened my Pokemon Snap, New Snap yet, and I, you know, want to play the old one as well. I want to play Final Fantasy. I want to play Fire Emblem, like the old Fire Emblem and Final Fantasies. There's a bunch of stuff I just don't have the time to commit to at the moment. You know, I'm watching TV shows, you know, from whatever drama I feel like watching, whatever anime I feel like watching. There's movies that are coming out. There's YouTube videos that are coming out on a daily. My content's evolving to a point where I want to continue the Drivecast in a different way. The Seashell channel just fits it more. It's a lot less editing. I mean, let's be real. When it comes to Pokemon Uranium, oh shit. When it comes to Pokemon Uranium and Mario Sunshine, there is not as much editing as you think there is. Like, let's be real, it's fairly low effort. You don't need to try nearly as much. And a lot of the lower effort videos do end up just getting relegated to that specific channel. Do I enjoy it? No, not as much as I should. But, you know, can I do anything about it? I mean, yes, I technically can, but I don't want to, because at the end of the day, I'm enjoying what I'm doing. And sometimes I have to just shift tiers into whatever I want to. The Playground channel was going to be my YouTube Shorts / Clips channel until I discovered, hey, I'm making MSS matches, I'll just upload those instead. And now the Playground channel is literally just the MSS channel now. See? Nothing wrong with it. It's, over time, you discover what you want to do with certain things. Now I have 3 channels that all serve a decent purpose, and I don't feel endangered about any of those 3 channels. The C-Shot channel I will use for whatever game I feel like let's playing, or whatever game I want to talk about, and I will put the Drivecast on there, and whatever streams I put up now. For the main channel, obviously, it's any of the big projects that I'm working on. It's any of the obviously Road to Emerald and etc. Anything that I want to put my heart and soul into, I will put into the main channel. And then the Playground, I mean, it's Cheesebait's playground. A playground, you know, a stadium, a field, anything MSS related, obviously. Maybe I'll put some, like, behind the scenes for big videos that I want to make, which I have done in the past. But nowadays, there's not really a point of, you know, a BTS video anymore. There's not really anything else for me to really touch on. That's really, I think I've covered most of my bases. I don't really have a plan for whatever I'm going to be uploading on Fridays for the Cheesebait channel, just because the Drivecast was supposed to just kind of cover whatever I don't work on. I mean, I made a fucking Peppa Pig Mogi shitpost because I didn't know what to make. Like, you guys are, you know, it's kind of starting to be obvious that I don't know what I want. But it's fine, you know, it is what it is. I'll figure out what I want on Fridays on here in a different time. Maybe if you guys convince me, maybe I'll keep the Drivecast here. I probably won't, but you know, it's just a thought. But for the most part, yeah, I'm just going to be doing whatever shitpost I feel like. I do still have plenty of content for me to spread my wings. I'm not spreading myself too thin as of yet, but, you know, I still do have four Jackasses content that I could edit. I know that I do have other content that I do need to get to eventually. So it's not like I'm running out. It's just a matter of whether I have time to do it, because, you know, if you guys haven't already discovered, I was late to, I've been late to Pokemon Uranium and what do you call it? Mario Sunshine, just because I don't have the time to record, and it takes me like what, at least 2-3 hours to finish each quote-unquote world. And okay, first of all, I've just recently discovered that there is a 100 coin star, 100 coin shine in each level, which just adds to the point that Sunshine is just the worst Super Mario 64. But it also makes me even more angry, because that means that I'm gonna have to make a separate video about the 100 coin shines, which that's gonna take forever. But it takes me 3 hours to get through each quote-unquote world, you know, each area. And I have to edit that down to somewhere between 30 minutes to an hour. I mean, recently I've been keeping it an hour because, you know, it's a whole ass video. I'm showing you guys how to do every single shine, and there's what, like 10 per level? So I'm only spending at most 6 minutes per level. That's actually really good pace, if I'm being honest here. And, you know, that's fine. That's all that matters. As long as I get it done. But I'm taking way longer than I'd hope I would. And as a result of that, I'm personally suffering from it. Suffering from not getting it done nearly as quickly as I could. I'm gonna be honest. Over the last, like, what, 7 years that I've been consistently doing this, I'm semi-proud of what I managed to get done. There's a lot of old videos that I'm fairly proud of. A lot of the older 1v1s that weren't edited nearly as well, those are pretty good. All the, oh god, that's a big ass traffic jam. Yeah, you love to see it, boy. But yeah, all the old 1v1s, I still enjoy. All of the, whatchamacallits. There are some seashell videos that I am actually very proud of as well. Some of the, oh god. Some of the Paper Mario videos where it's like, every episode, but if I touch this color, then the video ends. I did that for like a week, and it was actually really easy to do, because it's a let's play, but it's also, you know, jokes, it's memes, and I was kind of proud of some of the jokes I made, buddy. But yeah, I try to be creative with a lot of the stuff I made. I mean, I think I have an entire playlist of just like the best of Cheesebait, and I do need to edit that because there's a lot more stuff that I made recently that I'm proud of. But if you look at the progression of what I've made, you know, obviously production value's gone up, editing value's gone up, and you know how hard I work on things have definitely gone up. You are definitely gonna crash into something, my friend. But yeah, at the end of the day, it is what it is. I'm just moving stuff around, and you know, if I have to move things on from one place to another just to get shit done, then it is what it is. This has been Chessbait with the Chessbait Drivecast, or Cheesebait, whatever you want to call me, and I am going to sign out before I get really bored in this traffic jam.